And the game begins. Let's make something interesting, and afterwards I'll think of something else to make, or I'll call it and I'll just go ERP with a bunch of people. Who the hell knows? It's, whatever I'm in the mood for anyway. Let's see. Where's Patchwork? Okay. Yeah, I can make that work. Alright, let's see. Let's take random NATO faction, put a unit down to fix that glitch. He wants... Let's do a simple 4-man officer team. So where are my officers? And then a UAV, which will be optional. So it'll become a 5-man. Actually, we'll give, do I see that? Am I blind? Yeah, I am blind. Good God. Command 2IC, JTAC. Platoon medic. It would be combat lifesaver. Yep, okay. I think my vision's going. It's gonna be one of those nights where I'm perfectly fine, but my brain's starting to give out. So he wants 2 team leaders, which I'm gonna make grenadiers then.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Give me 1 second on that. Because I have to make this a certain way, because this is how he wants it. Medic. Engineer. Interesting. I guess it makes sense, though. And then he wants a team leader, marksman, anti-tank. Yeah, that can be done. He said overflow slots, but I told him no, because that's just going to make everyone bundle into one group and completely disorganize everything, so... and that's Patchwork. I'm designing the new roster for Patchwork for the new stuff, because I want to get this made and submitted and then talked about ASAP. But Outlaw, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Also, I'm sorry. I'm just keeping my voice down because it's more of a casual stream, so sorry if I sound like this. No reflection on what's been going on, but I know Bloodwing sometimes yells at me when I get too excited and too loud, so I don't want to piss her off. Good morning from Germany. Nice, Dennis. What are you going to have for breakfast in Germany? I'm curious. ASMR Liru. Yeah, here, let me interrupt the silence, Outlaw. Just for you. But yeah, no, that the defense op went really well. I screwed myself over because I accidentally stood up in someone's line of fire. I haven't done that in years. And I then reassured him on group chat it was totally my fault. Because they were talking about it because Artie landed and killed another 2 guys, so I realized I wasn't going to get up. And literally, like, 2 minutes after I cut the stream, they indexed and started debriefing, and TMTM doesn't stream debrief, so... Perfectly fine. Now I'm debating about giving them RFs, but no, we're going to do 152. GPS, map. I'm going to limit the binos. What? That's funny. But now I finally have full control over this, so I'm going to edit things accordingly. But everyone's going to at least get magnified optic sights. I'm not going to be a super dick, but you know. Alright, this is just for base uniform stuff. Aviators are face customed anyway. Yeah. Let's at least do the single monocle sights, because I'm mean. Now we need a nice woodland camo. I mean, if anything, the cup camos are going to be the best bet because it is a cup ported map. So a cup ported camo would be our best bet, but let's start a mini campaign. Let's go back to our roots here. with a SOG reference. That would actually be kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, screw it. Make him a little... Let's do an Ops Core helmet, because it also has proper ballistics. It does have hearing protection by default, so I do want to get rid of that. I want them to cover their own earplugs. What about the top? It's less resistance, so let's keep that. Yeah, alright. Default rifle. They are a PMC. Let me set up their medical. I am going to do a personal blood bag. Let's do a debug cable tie. Let's do 2 epi. A mag light. 2 morphine. Map tool. Marksman, I am going to give a thingamajig. Let's do 4 tourniquets because their bleed out tends to be on the higher end. 1 500mm as the backup. E-tool, and I think that's going to be it. So, 11th bandage, 2nd revised. That's a personal meme of mine. Don't worry about that. Let's give them something stupid. Like, tricked out, but stupid. Let me make sure I keep reading chat here. Thanks, Yasuhiro. Like I said, after the stream, I'm going to take a look at it, make sure I'm set up for the setup tomorrow. Oh, So Bloodwind's one of those types of sleepers where she needs a little bit of like background noise, so she usually plays like a YouTube video quietly on her side of the bed, which I don't mind. But it's to distract her brain so she can then fall asleep. Otherwise, she fixates on any little sound that's made. I find it quite adorable. Hey, Tumble, how you doing? VSM's pretty good. I think they changed to MLO and they got rid of a lot of the original VSM uniforms because some of them were ripped from other games because, you know, IP police in Discord. The equivalent of Reddit moderators. Sweaty, sweaty. But legal reasons, I don't want to get into it. Alright. I want to do a base rifle caliber. I don't want to do 7.62x39 because of mag size. I want to keep them a little lighter than that. I don't want to do a full SMG, though, because it's not worth it. But I don't want to do 7.62x54 either. Debating. Grazas would be funny, but it's 7.62x39. They are still, like, US-based. I was kind of hoping I'd find the... Yeah, there it is, the 9x39s. I could laugh and make them do P90s, but no. PP19s, oh. Bison, I love the Bison. Zara, thanks for the 100 bits, man. You are literally paying my mortgage, and I greatly appreciate you. Do Romets. Oh my god. I wouldn't mind going 5.45 as well. SA-58 with scope. But I'm worried that's a little too foreign for them. I don't want to completely break down. I want to have a little bit of familiarity. Slam fire shotgun. Oh my god. Yes. I want to give the engineer a spaz, but no, I'm going to make this really, really simple.
6 now.
Scorpio Evo 3?
You know the X95s, maybe. But we'll see. No, Reno, because that's a submachine gun. I don't want to do submachine guns. We want to give them medium range ability, but thanks for the 22-month resub. Hope you enjoy the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. We could do XM8s, actually. That would be interesting. I'm going to keep that in mind. Because it's 5.56. It's one of those, like, you know, funny haha guns that a PMC would probably have. But again, it's meant to be a game. Reno, if we were doing, like, a more CQC style map like Fallujah or something, then I would consider submachine guns on some of the classes. But Everon is more open with more range. So you have to deal with everything accordingly. But yeah, no, Broadshore, I liked that op. I think I have enough to make a nice little meme thing out of it too, and we should have fun with it. RHS guns, I mean, I've made so many kits with RHS. I'd probably go with the M21s, to be honest. But I know for a fact... No, we can't do railed versions, but I'm not going to do M21s. I might go with the XM8s. I would also possibly do the VHSs, but those Croatian rifles are a piece of shit, in my opinion. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do anything generic blue for. I want to strip away everything, and I want them to retrain from the ground up. I want to hear them complain about their gear. I want to hear them get angry, because I want to see if anger will at least make them work together. Because nothing else works. Fucking hell, AK-19s. These freaking crazy little things. They're 5.5 and 6 AKs. They're so cursed. But yeah, they got all the way up to the AK-109. Like, good God. ACRs. I could also do ACRs, but it's too generic. I'd want to do something a little more insane in the membrane. So I think we're going to go with XM8s for the hell of it. Because that's what the PMC Ion group had for Arma 2, the Ion DLC. So, little throwback there. Yeah, and then you have the Saw and the Sharpshooter versions with these red dots, but as I... Ooh, Beck's only tabbed out there. As I recall... The built-in sight magnification is not that good. Let me have a look at that real quick. Let's try it out. Honey badge? I do need to make bit badges. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have a massive list of things that I always adjust everything on that list like every week. That's like a 2x4 magnification. Actually, that might not be too bad. Let me look at the standard rifle. I might actually stick with it. Because I do want to limit their engagement range slightly as well, because I want to see if I can force them to do maneuvers. Hit the Ron Arsenal button. Reno, TLDR of what happened, it was no one really worked together in a really simple op I made for them, so we're completely changing how things are going to be done in my ops at least. It's up to other Zeuses to follow, which... If they don't, then this is all going to be for naught anyway, but... So I find it interesting how they call it a carbine. And then they have the compat, which is even more so. Let me look at that real quick. Because I think all the other ones have the same scopes, so... Marksman will just be treated as a rifleman, which... is usually how it is anyway. I don't know if you know, we found the guy who hit your base and dealt with him with extreme violence and prejudice. Appreciate it, Nordic. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be mean. So I'm probably not gonna do that. I mean, it's a simple red dot at that point. But we'll probably stick with the other ones. I won't do carbines, because they're all carbines anyway. Because I could give that to, like, engineers and medics, but I want everyone to have equal footing, because then you're going to create slots that no one wants to do. So if you equalize the slots, then it's fine. So the grip pod has that other scope. Interesting. Or you could do an RAS mount and mount your own things on it, but... Yeah, no, that should be fine. Let's just look at that real quick. I personally don't care about the current DayZ build because I'm busy with Frost making the new one. We have a bunch of custom areas made. We have a bunch of custom lore made. Yeah, we'll stick with that. There's no alternate fires and it tunnel visions you. I kind of like that, actually. We'll stick with that. So... I mean, I'm glad you avenged it. Don't get me wrong. I'm thankful for you. But, yeah. I'm trying to get the next build out. I meant the pistol honey badge? What do you mean by that, Czar? And thank you for the bits, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, or, you know, I'll get to it when I get a chance. Let's see. Hey, Liru, when you get the chance, Dragonborn is using one of the first ops she's done in a while on Tuesday. She has questions for you about presets, and she seems shy to ask you. Oh, DB. Adorable. Yeah, I'll hit her up at the end of the stream. Just shoot me a message reminding me, and I'll take care of it. I'm gonna be honest, I've had to DM like 45 different people today. And I didn't even mean to be busy in the DMs department. It just happened. Let's do Glock 17s. Trying to think anything. I'm probably just gonna keep it generic, to be honest. Nah, fuck it. Tricked out G17s. Have a little bit of fun, because you can full auto those bitches. No drum mags, though. Big sad. Do I have anything to complement the Tiger Stripe? No, I do not. Okay. Tiger Woodland and XM8? Yeah, baby. Well, it doesn't look right? You know, I see what you mean by that, and I don't care. We're sticking with it. Oh my god, and we give them Russian body armor. That would be cursed. I'm getting a little too loud. I mean, the EMR works well with it, to be honest, but let's see what else we got. Just because I'm not that insane. I mean, damn, it really looks good with it. And the ACR carries, too. It's evil. Hey, Spyro, how you doing? Spyro, I could have sworn you've been here before. Why Tiger Stripe? Don't fuck up. ACR vests. Decent weight, decent load. Yep, that's what I'm going with. Disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with XM8 mags. We'll put a few tracer mags per thing. Stopped about a month ago, then life got in the way. Yeah, but it's weird because it said that was your first message. But I know you've chatted before. It's weird. Oh well. Free range. Oh, Pavel. Oh my god, Nordic Prophet.
Goat Team 6.
Thank you for the 10 gift subs. If you got a sub from Nordic Prophet, make sure you thank him. Zara, can you send that to me through Discord before it gets buried? I'm a little worried about tapping out right now. Ooh, Nordic, thank you for the 10 gift subs. I am so sorry that buried all that chat too. Sorry I wasn't able to get to it. Feel free to repaste it. Otherwise, if you got a sub from Nordic, make sure you thank him. And otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Let me put a generic backpack on everyone as well, because I'm making this as a base kit, and I'll individually change the kits. I just realized, is there a GL version? Yes,
Send in Goat Team
but it has the
6
shitty sight.
now.
Oh well. Team leads get a shittier sight.
Send in Goat
Or
Team 6 now.
I can give him the grenade launch. Yeah, I'll do that instead. Make it tougher.
Send in Goat Team 6
Deal with
now.
that, which means I don't want to template pistol mags.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Yeah, we do the Alice pack. An OD. Alice pack has a lot
Send
of room
in
on that
Goat
too.
Team 6 now.
T4. Those are generally Russians, though. To be honest, it has that EMR. Spetsnaz. Yeah, Cup is not really known for its backpacks. But if we're sticking with Cup, I'd want to, you know, follow that up with Cup. So we're not gonna do 20-round magazines. No. I'm not trying to be cruel. This isn't a punishment. This is just a restructure. Kind of like the khaki. What was the other choice again? The hiking? No, the combat. Kind of like that. It blends better with the vest, so we're gonna stick with those. All right, so apply. So I'm making them blue 4 as well, just because I don't feel like dealing with green 4 at the moment. Okay, so command loadouts. Or, no, I'm going to make them all the same. Just for bundle up reasons. So I'm going to make it that. Cup backpacks are more generic, but you can usually put a lot more in them. So I'm going to commit blasphemy and do RHS ammunition for the... Well, for the RHS kind of makes sense. Alright, so 5 defensive rounds. I'll do day equipment, and then I'll put a box down for night equipment if we want to do something night. But most of these ops are going to be in the day. I don't trust them to do night ops yet. Again, I don't want it to feel like a punishment. I'll do 5 and 5. And then I need smoke. Yeah. It's 8 mags. Let's do 3. Let's set them to red tracer, because that's usually the blue 4 tracer for blue 4 units. At least have some similarity there. What do I want to do for a base grenade? Let's keep it simple. Let's do 284s for breaching. Mini grenades and 67s. Hey, Famiji. How are you doing? 6 white smokes, and we're going to do blue smoke. I prefer blue smoke over green smoke for marking friendlies because it's easier to see. And then that puts him at 26 pounds. He can get more resupply if he wants to. I'll have ammo boxes that allow them to take more, but in terms of a spawn kit, I think this is good because it also leaves them room to do day and night and also specialize themselves a bit more.
8-month already, huh?
Now...
Send in goat team 6 now.
I'm gonna hit a... Actually, no, hold on.
8-month already, huh?
Jesus, it duped. Famiji, I hope you didn't just get double charge on your credit card, but thanks for the tier 1 resub for 8 months. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Thank you, Zara. I appreciate it. And as always, I appreciate the bits. Do they push the carry limit up? No, I think it's hard capped at 45 kilograms. Unless you have a certain mod that removes it. And there's a few mods that do that. Just debating right now. Apply, and then I want this to be applied to the team leaders, but I'm going to stuff more stuff in the team lead kits. And then we actually, yeah, so I need to do a few things here. First off, blue 4, so 1, 5, 2, 3. Yeah, it still leaves them with some room. For the radio, 2, we need these. I'm going to change them to Vector 21 Knights. And then you're going to be the JTAC kit. I need you to have a a sand rangefinder in case you do stuff that needs to be walked in. Oh, why am I blanking on that? That's because it's a vanilla piece, and then I need to give you a laser. That, so it works. Team leads. Need to have additional GL rounds. So we're gonna do an additional 441. We're gonna do less smoke grenades for target adjustment. So 2 and they're a splint community as well. I need to do splints for them. I will store those in the backpack because they don't have room in the uniform. And I need to look at their medical settings. I'll look at that before I do the medic kits because I have all the generic stuff down. But I might have to redo the bandage types, so that's okay. I can just go back in the backpack and add. So that was 6, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for HET. And then let's lower the amount of red smoke grenades, which I believe is going to be in here. Yeah, so let's put the HET in there, which can only be 4. So we can bring that up to 10, which means I can lower it down to 5. And again, you know, more room for generic shit. I'll leave that as specialized equipment. Oh, right. I was going. You know, let me just look at it now, just so I know. Plus, I need to. I want to make a few changes. I'm gonna save it over. Yeah, 4s. Jesus. All right. Yeah, so no stitch kits. Which means we can just elastic bandage everything. Anyone can epi. Anyone can pack. Huh. I don't see the option to consume use pack on stable. So I'm just going to assume that it's set to stable by default now. And yeah, splints are on. Now, I want to say for the record, these are very, very generous medical settings. Very, very generous. What's the epi boost chance for CPR? Yeah, so it's like a guarantee if you use that. This I want to buff up to 4. Because 1, in my opinion, is a bit too slow. Oh, that's quick CPR, though. And then, where's that fucking surrender thing? There has to be an add-on CBA thing for it. And then I will need to go to global setting TFAR, but these are all preset, right? 5-second trenches. Oh. Oh. It's so nice. Capture, anyways, that's it. I'm going to lower those because the vanilla factors were a bit high, so I think that was it. When they were getting suppressed, aka shot at, they would surrender while fleeing, yeah. So actually, I'm going to lower that to 0.1 and keep that at 0.2. I do like that, though, that disengagement. It's kind of nice. POG. Okay, real quick. These are 2 separate kits now. I'm going to do 2 splints per. So, split. Blanked out for a second, my bad. Splint. Cool. All right, and we're just gonna have to do that per kit. So we got the medics here. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, again, their medic settings are really, really nice, which is just even more embarrassing that they got their asses kicked today, but it's a team game. It's a team game. All right. Well, that's enough bitching out of me. Do I have anything specific? We can do a light version, but that does lower the load. So I think we're just going to keep it on the woodland. I'm going to give knee pads like the engineer and shit. Yeah, I'll just do full knee pads. Okay, again, no carbine version because that lowers the scope type, and I want to keep the scope generic. So I'm going to do packet how I pack it in TSB. Let's do 50 bandages. Whoa. My bad. Oh my gosh, this is the vest, not the backpack. I was about to say, this is actually eating a lot more room than it should be. That's just me being stupid, my bad. All right, we're doing 3 tracer mags that are red. And then 8 primary mags, and if I want to grab more, then grab more. 2 G17 mags. Let's do a purple smoke for him. 2 purple smoke. 2 67s. 2 mini grenades. 4 smoke, 2 stun, because he's still a rifleman too, so you have to prep him as such. Is there any special medical backpack I can give you to distinguish you? I don't think, because the helmet, there's only one type of that one. And I don't think there is a special medical bag. Oh, maybe, but that's like a desert. Yeah. Because I want to keep it a pretty large size. See, this would actually not be too bad, but it has the symbol on it, and that sash clips with too much of his stuff for me to like it, and then we have that. So now let's go back to the generic. They'll work with it. All right, we're gonna do 4 and 10. 4 debug cable ties. 12 tourneys. The pack. 10 splints. $12 epi, 12 morphine. And that should be good enough. He can load more bandages if he wants. So I have a feeling they're going to need them. No binos, radio, GPS map. Yeah. I gave him a secondary for the G17. Yep, we're good. All right, squad leader and second squad leader, because he wants it structured this way, I'm going to make these kits the exact same. So, Vector 21 Knights. And this is nice, because it means they can let someone, you know, assist in the squad leading. In per, so. Yeah, Reno, that was the plan. I was going to do wire cutters, too, and some of the other fundamentals. But we'll get to that one eventually, because there will be an NG kit. Might even do a fortify tool, but it's going to be selective. But because it doesn't take any space in the kit, I'm probably going to put it in there. No. No, I'm not. I'm going to make it selective. Because, again, minimize questions of, oh, we have a fortify tool. Why can't we use the fortify tool? Blah, blah, blah. I'm idiot-proofing this. Flectarn. We can set these to team leader, which it is literally just a visual difference, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Cool. One, two, and then minis. I'm debating in terms of squad leader gear. I might just leave it for him to pick up more of whatever he wants. Because, again, I'm trying to leave these to be partially modular so they can grab more of whatever they want. Which I know for a fact means they're going to load themselves completely. So... But the weight balance is going to be pretty nice for light infantry. Oh, they're splints. They're splints, they're splints, they're splints. Knew I was forgetting something. Just couldn't. It's on the tip of my tongue. Is it still, even though it's right there, but... Okay, team leaders are done. Let's do that engineer kit. Alright, so... I said I would change this up. We're doing knee pads. 2 knee pads, not 1 knee pad. Alright, let's build his riffle. I'm gonna be nice to the engineers too. I'm gonna give them Willy Pete grenades. Because when I think engineer, I try to give them something like a little special. Because it's part of the fun. Let me get rid of that and increase that so it fills it. If anything, actually, could I give them like a shotgun secondary? I don't think we have that in the mod set, unfortunately. I could give them a submachine gun to work with. But nothing really catches my eye. Yeah, we'll keep a rifle. Otherwise, I'd love to do a shotgun secondary. Shame. Yeah. I mean, the Taurus is supposed to be like a shotgun pistol, but... Yeah, they're set to 45 ACP. Just gonna remove the ammo types real quick, see if anything catches my eye. I doubt it, because I know all of these weapons, but it's a flare pistol. Just checking. Actually debating. You can't do a Scorpion as a secondary. I'd have to do some custom commands to give him that. Oh, actually debating. Yeah, no vanilla mine detectors. I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna be mean. Yep. Yeah. Mine bitch duty, baby. Because this is going to be a counterinsurgency style operation as well, or at least campaign. So it works. And we can put his mini grenades in there. Excellent. Rejoice, Reno. You get to play as an engineer. Isn't that fun? Happy to provide. Happy to serve. Alright, a second stun grenade. Toolkits. Wire cutters, even though I don't think he'll need them, but, you know, always come prepared. Repelling gear. Debating an SSWT kit, but that would probably give it to the auto rifle. That's for, like, medium machine guns. So, eh. I don't think there's anything else that's needed. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, obviously. His splints. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I think that's a client-side thing. Reno, Tumbleweed, if you're still here, what are your generic radio nets for short range and long range? I know 50 is the long range one. What's the, what are the other ones? What was I looking for? Oh, yeah, overheating. That's all turned off. Yep, okay. Yeah, so 50's preset. I believe it's 61, or is it 61 TAC 1? Oh, spooky. Yeah, you were the Cobra co-pilot, right? Was there only one of you? I remember seeing you for the second op. You guys helped us out in Asia Valley during the MVG charity event. That was fun. You helped us out, man. Appreciate it. 60 for inner, 61, 62. Thank you. There's going to be a third squad for infill, so let's go ahead. I honestly don't think I need to check those off. I just like, you know, making all the symbols line up. Yeah, we let them control that feature. You know what pisses me off? They have all of these nice settings. You know, that's why they're so disorganized, though. That's why they treat it super casual. It's because they have every nice setting under the sun. And that is why they are super freaking casual. So we're going to start slowly taking away their toys over this campaign. I'm going to write down everything that lets them be super casual, and I'm going to literally put all of them in a D20 roll. And after every op, I will randomly take one thing away. You know, I'll do it every 2 ops, and we'll focus on that op. Like, immediately after it's taken away, I will make an op based off of what I remove. So if it's medical related, I'll pound them. If it's TFAR radio range related, I will split their force and make them work with it. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I believe they're going to be 8-man squads, because Patchwork sent me a way to do it. Yeah, Spooky, it's... I think they're supposed to be a modern-day PMC, so they would have GPSs, so I'm actually not going to rip that away from them, but, Basically, I'm trying to convert a super casual community into a semi-serious community because that's what the owner wants it to be. So we gotta be slow with how we do it because I don't want to shock them too hard. This change enough, giving them Tiger Strikes and XM8s, that's already gonna piss them off. You don't have a GPS IRL? I know, but there's also I can't do that to a bunch of Lone Wolf Call of Duty players. They will literally baby rage because I've already witnessed them baby rage pretty hard. But if it was another group that I had a little more confidence in, yeah, I probably would take the GPS away. But this is just one of those things where you got to understand the community, cater to the community, but also, you know, cater to the community leader that wants it done a certain way. So you then, you know, slowly adjust. But no, I'd understand probably real world PMCs wouldn't have such luxury. But I mean, some of them are just kids spooky, so they probably don't know land nav. I remember when I did land nav though, my father literally took me in the middle of a national park, handed me a map, handed me a compass, and said, "All right, I'll be by the car." That was fun. It only took me an hour, but if I knew what I was doing, it would have taken me 30 minutes. But it took me an hour because I got lost for a bit, and then I found a landmark, a little river that I recognized because I'd walked in there prior, and I was able to find myself. Oh, man, it was fun. You have a record on a land nav course? Nice, spooky. Just looking at all these settings. Yeah, AI hearing speaker. Disable the mute. Yeah. Yeah. And they have radio code disabled too, so I can pick up any radio and work with each other, which, yeah. Directional voice. Yeah, okay, everything's good there. I'm not gonna fuck with those. Well, actually, what do the server side look like? Dodging with rifle? What, like a block? Fuck it. Sound unconscious. No. Override. Kick butt sync aim from one hit. God, I have to review some of Web Knight's work again. He's added so much new stuff over the past few months. I have not been keeping up. But a lot of communities have been adding his stuff. Yeah, because that's totally relevant, but it's just part of the integration. Yep. How many melee hits can they take before they die? I remember that feature. Yep. Oh, so that's pretty generic freestyles. Bruh. I'm not even gonna explain that one. But that's literally nice. That's very nice. That is... I'm gonna take that away from them. One of these days, I'm going to take that away from them. Not because I hate them, but because it needs to be done. I just realized I don't have an auto rifleman. Get wrecked. I could technically make the step-up guy an auto right. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna it's gonna make people want to take the slot, want to learn squad leading. So we're gonna make him an auto rifle, 2IC, because I know some doctrines, some militaries actually have it set up that way. The second guy in charge is also an auto rifleman. For Russian doctrine, for example, the Erfreuder, actually he's third in line, but you know, the best rifleman, quote unquote. Usually they make him a grenadier, or they give him for like VDV or Spetsnaz. They give him a VSS or an ASVAL, but it depends on the group at that point. And yes, we do have to make that specific unit in NG. I was gonna get to that. Sorry, I'm going off on so many different little tangents, you know. Oh, you sprinted it, Spooky? Nice. But yeah, no, the XM8 does have an AR version. It's the sorry, I'm stalling. It's just I'm going through my head on a bunch of little tangent. It has a built-in tripod. Yeah, there it is. I think it's deployable. Yeah, you can't spawn it, but that's fine. Let's go ahead. Now this is gonna get fun, because I have to remember what types of mags it uses, which I'm pretty sure it's one of the G36s. Yeah, it's one of the G36s. So let's be honest, an XM8 is just like a sci-fi G36. Maybe give Engineer Heavier Vest. I don't have any that'll do Reno, so I gave him the one that had the better cosmetics, but they're all the same because Cup is a little less detailed in that department, which I'm fine with. Yeah, I know, right? It's going to be Betamags. I have never met anyone that is, like, in the military that would, you know, say yes to a Betamax. Oh, we give him the disgusting green, too. Oh. Puke green. Well, a Russian drum mag, some people use them. But that is a completely different debate. I'll be nice. No, I want them to feel sorry if they... decisions. Let's just give it a generic go and go from there. That really take all of his ammo away? Yeah, because of a gun switch. All right. I want to do 2 red... Wow, I was expecting that to take more room. Okay. Let's give him 3 more. That would give him, like, 800 rounds. And then again, he can give himself more. So 2, 2, and 2, 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's do 1 more on that one. 800 rounds? Yeah, it's perfect. Cool. Spooky random question. Did you ever fully load your PMags? Because I know some people would load them up to 28 rounds to not damage the spring. Also, they were, like, super freaking heavy when you'd load them to 30. I know guys that would also load them only up to, like, 20. So they didn't have to deal with the weight. Just curious. It's one of those random questions I ask everyone. Or at least have started to, because I'm just curious about little stupid things like that. Anyway, before I forget, and before chat yells at me too, let's, unit trades. Nope, that's the vanilla setting. We need to go to Ace. And speaking of, I need to go to, yeah, he's already preset to an NG. They'd also be preset to medics as well, because I'm pulling these off of vanilla NATO units, which is why I do that, because sometimes I forget to do that, and then it already has it set for me. Him as a doctor, because I try to get the platoon medic better perms. That's just one of my features. And 5th round tracer mags. Gotcha. So your tracer for identification were always in 30, and then you'd have a 5th round be a tracer round for all your regular mags, but you'd stack that up to 28. Gotcha. I know for, like, patrols, people would tell me they'd only load, like, 15 to 20 rounds in because they don't want to have it. They weren't expecting contact anyway, so. Just curious. A lot of my father's side of the family is active or former military, so I get curious as the, you know, I'm not really a kid anymore, but fat guy that runs missions for a wide range of people from super casual to serious milsim, so I just like to broaden my horizons. Oh, I thought that was popping out for a second. That actually kind of fits. Yeah, it's a little misaligned. Not like they're going to care for the aesthetics. Usually the milsims are the ones. Like Drumheller, Jester 814. Oh my god. If I have something clipping into something, he chews me out. Which I don't mind. I love hearing that man cuss, but it's so funny. Alright. I completely forgot what this guy was. He is a marksman. So let's give him the sharpshooter variant, which just gives it a longer barrel. And let me do the 2 splints. Right, I copied those coordinates, so it doesn't matter. Do I want to give him anything special as the marksman? I'll give him a rangefinder, because I'm nice. Again, like, super casual group, trying to give them everything they can, but I'm going to slowly turn them into a semi-serious group. Or, die trying. Why am I doing tourniquet? Sorry, head's in the wrong spot. Let me do the vest first, and then I can get on task with this. So let's go ahead to our magazines. furious clicking. Did I give the engineers Willy Pete grenades? I think I did. Let me just check real quick. Again, mine's on a tangent. Brain's starting to shut down for the night. Why am I giving the engineer Willy Pete grenades? Why not? Again, little fun memes. Yeah. I would find it funny. Now, would I make these kits for a more like semi-serious group starting off? Absolutely not. This is definitely for a casual group, but just something fun to do. Are there any attachments? I doubt it because of how Cup works. You can suppress them, but I'm not going to give them anything fancy. We're not running a suppress gang. They're here to just be a force multiplier. If they don't like it, well, I don't have to Zeus for them. Okay. Yeah, so we can then do the one stun grenade. I always prefer the M84s from Ace instead of RHS, because RHS for the longest time they would do damage, and I think they still do a little bit of damage. But the one issue is a lot of communities lower the AI critical damage coefficient below like 0.5, so one wound will kill something. And a lot of them did that because when Ace rebranded its medical, or not rebranded, but completely redid the medical system, it turned a lot of vests to be super overpowered, so I had to lower those factors all the way down just to be able to like 3 to 5 tap something in the chest or like 2 tap something in the head. And I think that's still an issue for certain mods. So that's why you have that issue, which is why I generally don't use the RHS stuns. I use the Ace ones because both of them affect the AI differently. RHS flips them over and makes them look down, whereas Ace just makes them, I think, set all their stats to 0, but I think they've also changed up how both of them work too, but either way. Let's give him his second stun grenade. And his 2 minis. I already gave him his splints, because of course I did. And I'm thinking I'll just leave the rest of it to his own device, because there's not really anything... When I'm thinking marksman here, I'm just thinking generic rifleman, to be honest. But I do like my lineups here. You got all the mag pouches. You have the 2 pistol mag pouches. That's why I'm basing everything off of, at least for those handguns. So, yeah, his radio. Again, I try to match the cosmetics here. He's got a little combat knife, which is cute. But, yeah, I think that's nice. Who doesn't like Willy Pete? That's a good point. Let me go put some explosive charges on the engineer and give him some clacker. That makes the most sense, too. But, yeah, no, I'm going to leave him as an ammo bearer. Again, he can kit himself up. I gave him a rangefinder for his XMA. Should be good. But let's see. Engineer, like, duh. Of course you would do explosives. He's got plenty of room in his pack. Do I have room to put a clacker on you? No, I do not on that slot. So let's go ahead, put it in his backpack. I'm thinking... I always do the vanilla charges because they're souped up with A's. Let's do 4 explosive charges. That should be good. The last guy will be AT. I could also give the marksman a stick, because it's not like he has anything else. Or I could do the TLs. Let's do the TLs. Let's have 2 sticks. Yeah, it doesn't make him too heavy. And then the marksman can also grab a stick if he wants. Thinking generic 136s. Because again, I don't want to overshock them. Or I can be a little more compact with the laws, but... Nah, if they're doing counterinsurgency stuff, they're not going to be fighting any, like, souped-up heavy vehicles, so a 72 law would be better. Less heavy, too. Gives them more room to put stuff in their backpack, you know? But, alright. I'm gonna cheat. Because it's the same exact kit as the marksman, we just have to change the gun, which is going to change the mags. So I will adjust that accordingly. Wait. Did I fuck up? Who did I give the sharpshooter then? No, there's no sharpshooter because he has the barrel compensator at the end. Weird. Okay, yeah, I fucked up. I really fucked up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I accidentally copy your kit onto him? I think that's what I did. Okay. There's no way for me to undo that either. Ugh. Sorry, I'm annoyed with myself. All right, let me get out of this. Let me make sure. Let me just... Oh, well. Okay. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Because these are going to be the same things. Did I really just do that? Yeah, I did that. Okay. I'm going to make these the same kit because they're literally the same kit with some minor differences, and I'll get to those. But, yeah. I can't believe I just did that. Jesus. I hate it. Like, once I want to say every 4 to 6 months these days, I will accidentally make an arsenal change and do, like, multiple units and delete, like, 10 to 20 minutes of work. I once accidentally completely... I had, like, 20 custom kits, and I accidentally selected them all and made a change without realizing and hit apply, and it fucked up all of the kits. That was, like, 6 months ago. I was so pissed at myself. Oh, my God. Very, very pissed at myself for that one. 67's, Smoke, 184, second 84, 2 V40s. And that's it. You change the sharpshooter. That's going to change your mags because armor registers that as a gun change. So it automatically deletes the mags. So change those magazines, keep your backpack open, give you a rangefinder, hit apply. I think because I hit escape on accident after setting the kit. I sometimes do that because I'm silly. Now, I'm honestly thinking a generic mod 0 Maz. I could do a small, but that's going to give him less ammo, and I want to... I'm actually going to be very armor light with this scenario. I always forget what the difference between the special and the regular one is. It has to be a reloadable AT. I could do a rocket at an RPG as well, but again, like the AT side is just a little more on the generic end. But it's supposed to be a squad AT-based weapon, so I could go nuts and do the fucking dragon. But I'm pretty sure those missiles are massive. Yeah, the weapon platform itself takes them almost to 40 kilograms. So I'm thinking we're going to do a mod 0 Maz with limited AT, and I'm also going to give an HE round. So that's going to be vanilla ammunition, so 1 HE and 2 AT. We can bring it up to 41. So actually, let's do 2 and 2 with 1 in the tube. And that puts them up to 40. So we can also be HE support from range too. Because I'm limiting, you know, the scope magnification only, I think it's a 4 times. So that means it might be viable to actually bring out the HE shells, because I do want to show these chuckleheads that they don't have to just, you know, try to gun-ho everything. They can adapt with some explosives as well. And him being with the team leader and the rangefinder dude, he can range for his AT. Whoa, they can work together. Oh my, but I'm not giving him the auto rangefinder. I'm making him rely on his teammates. Okay, so I'm going to now tab out because I'm going to do the naming based off of what I was told to name them on. Oh my god, those DMs. Oh, that's like 10. That's 11 DM people. And some of them messaged multiple times. Oh, why do they hate me? And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those people are new out of the 9, 8. Whatever, I had to DM at least 50 different people today. 50 different people DM me today. I'm not going to name them. I'm not going to individually name slots. I'm going to literally throw that out the window and go, hey, show up. Fuck you, Reno. I saw that. Freaking DMing me just now. Why did I go to his arsenal? Doesn't matter. Attributes. I'm going to call it a 2IC because this is not a platoon. JTAC for command team medic. He does capitalize the L. Okay. I had someone get super anal when I didn't capitalize the L one time in a freaking Halo milsim. It was really funny. I'm like, oh, okay, I will fix that right away, sir. Some people just get anal over the smallest of things, and it's like, okay. I like this system, though. Having an assistant squad leader that can shadow the squad leader, but by giving him an MG, it... I need to double click. It helps. And then we label the teams that these guys are a part of, so they know their team going in. So it's a system that has some pretty nice flexibility. But it also means I have to manually name everything, which I don't mind doing. Oh, right, I added a space. There you go. Hunter squad, Saber squad. And... because Hunter is a class in Phantasy Star Online, episodes 1 and 2. Saber is a weapon that the Hunter uses, and I'm like, ah, fuck it, let's do Ranger, which is a separate class as well. Don't judge me for my naming, it's just why I do everything the way I do it. Playable. Tributes. Save it. Alright, time back in so I can read chat. I was asked to Zeus a realistic mission once. I have been asked, I think, on 6 separate occasions to do realistic ops. And I asked them, like, what do you mean by realistic? And they went, oh, you know, what you think your definition of realistic is because we want to see it. So I made a realistic medical system. A lot of insta-death. And they wanted to... my favorite one was they wanted to do a patrol in lithium. And they wanted it to be a 2-hour op. Realistic as I could make it. And I asked him if he was serious. Like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, no, I want you to do super realistic. I'm like, that word does not mean what you think it means. And he's like, nope, I want it. And I'm like, okay. First hour was super realistic. They literally drove around from the southern military base to the northern military base. There was one IED and one machine gunner literally 800 meters away that just shot at them and then fucked off as soon as he was shot at. And then the second hour, after I asked them, like, this is realistic, guys. Like, this is usually what happens. You take one engagement if you're lucky, but otherwise it's boring. They're like, oh my gosh, this sucks. Can we do something fun? So I then pounded them with a few ambushes, and they had a blast. But it's like, don't ask me what realistic is, because I know what... Just say you want something fun, or say, hey, we want XYZ, and I'll give you XYZ, but don't be vague with me, because I will be super specific on that vagueness. Yeah, I'm going to call this facelift. There we go. Just to give it a name. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 1:30 in the fucking morning? Jesus Christ. Yeah, they want cool realistic, which my favorite cool realistic to do is SOG. SOG stuff, baby. And I'm gonna double down on that very, very soon. Yeah, immersive would be a better term. But, like, you know, that really, really rare in the shit thing. Everyone wants Hollywood realistic. Wow, that was my glass hitting my mic there. I'm sorry for the squeak. By all means, I always ask some people, I'm like, hey, do you want, like, Michael Bay? And they're like, what? And I'm like, you want it to be, like, Hollywood realistic? Like, oh, yeah, sure. And then I'll have explosions going off everywhere as the firefight goes on. People love it. Oh, yeah, no, I love playing with the SOG devs too. I gotta play more on the Sundays. RT Columbia. I'm gonna get back in on that. I think I played 2, and then I had a lot of IRL stuff happen. And I also had an ops slot going on at that time, which I decided to retire to play more of that. And now I finally have the time to do it again, but other people have been, waiting for a while because they're very selective about that stuff. But there will come a time where I'm going to try to rack their brain again, because I picked their brain for some MCO stuff, because we did some really heavy Vietnam stuff. And I was able to talk to Egg Beast, get, like, really accurate data on the kits for Ladron, and some other information based off of timing, which I then used for the next MCO, which was Hamburger Hill. And I'm going to rack his brain and maybe a few other brains, whoever I can rack, for just a massive SOG project where it's pretty much like small-scale operations. And then there's some other aspects that have happened in my host community, TSB, that will help fit with it. And just, a lot of stuff to do, but that is a project that is behind like 4 other projects right now. So I'm promising myself I won't start it till mid-February. Because I don't want to... I have the unfortunate fallacy... Not fallacy, I guess weakness? Character flaw? Whatever you want to call it. Where I too often will pick up too many projects at once. And then just fly away and not be able to finish anything. Just get super stressed over it. So I'm trying to be better at pacing myself. And I've been staring at this. I need to compose myself here. But I just realized... It was 1:30 in the morning, and my brain stopped working, to be perfectly honest, because hubris. Yes, that's another good word for it. But I gotta make resupply crates, air any vehicle groups, but at the squad level, I mean, unless someone DMs me, I'm not gonna get many vehicles other than an air Vic to do reinserts with and coordinate resupply. Thank you, Rena. But yeah, no, I mean, just to do a quick rundown of everything. I got the Monday op to make, which I'm either going to do something special, another Ouroboros. I had in my mind something to... Oh, right. I have to make another Furries versus Black Templar, because every time Flash releases a video, I make another Black Templar versus Furries video, and he released one like a week or 2 ago. So I am behind on that, so we'll probably run that Monday. Tuesday, I'll run RUF, Phase 11. And then it is my Wednesday, which... I think my Star Wars ship stuff should be ready by then. But that has been much bigger of a project than I've wanted it to be. I've already spent 5 hours on it. Basically, ship wars. Like Star Wars Battlefront 2 level ships, but instead of your fighters, you are flying like an acclimator assault ship for the memes. And then this for POG on Thursday. And I might also be going weekly again with the 506. Let me actually tab out real quick. Let me read Drum's message to see if he got back to me. He did not get back to me. Damn it, Jester. I just want to know, am I doing this weekly again because Cherry's taking a break? I don't mind doing it weekly. But if you want Tell to Zeus, I don't mind if Tell Zeus is. He's online right now. I'm just going to message him. Because what'll end up happening is if I still do it bi-weekly, we have... No, he does not sleep till super late. He literally sleeps all morning and afternoon and wake up in the evening. I know the man. I've been working with the man for years. It's either going to be I still Zeus bi-weekly, we finish up the CIA campaign, one more mission, and then we transgress back into... What is my project called for the fucking post-apocalyptic campaign? I'm completely blanking on the name right now. But then we start doing that, and we do it bi-weekly. Or I Zeus the CIA mission, and then we Zeus that post-apocalyptic thing, and then I make a new campaign, and we run both back-to-back weekly and bi-weekly again. So each project is run bi-weekly, but I still host weekly, and I just Zeus 2 things again. Because that's what I did for the first half of both campaigns. New Horizons. Thank you, Sprellix. Lifesaver. The reason I stopped doing that was I had a lot of major projects, and then YouTube collapsed on my revenue at the same time, so I had to quickly fix all that. And YouTube, as far as I can tell, is still fucked, but that's besides the point. All right, he replied. Yeah, so he says he'll ask Tell. I just want to know ASAP to know if I need to like do a deep dive of the 506 mod set and then see if I need to make a new campaign like for in a week or, 3 weeks. Or no, never, because New Horizons still has like another 6 missions, which could be stretched out to 10. When is YouTube not fucked? Yeah, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm blacklisted again, but it was fun to be off of it while it lasted. Oh my god, my channel exploded. That was fun. But it didn't... It grew at a rate that I wanted it to, which kept me small, which was, in my opinion, really important, because I don't want to get super big, because there's too many problems that come with that. I could make a full freaking episode about that. But my revenue exploded. And that was the really nice thing, because that allowed me to get this house with Bloodwayne, a nice end-unit townhouse. Expensive, though, in the area we live, but we want to stay close by because she's Greek and, family values and stuff. But, I can still keep up with the mortgage payments now that YouTube's crashed, but it's like, that, you think you're going to be fine, you're going to be super successful, and then all of a sudden, boop, something happens. And now we just adapt by doing a pay-for-pain every month, and, when the new DayZ server build comes out, I will be dedicating some of those days, or some of the streams for that, so you guys can troll me. Because I've also made the new DayZ build in mind for you guys to troll me with certain audio sound bites and new weaponry, and we're going to basically revamp all that too. So she needs to check in with the embassy, you see. You're not wrong, because her dad works at the embassy. But anyway... When you start the whole streaming, what do you mean by that? Like when I started streaming, period? Or, like when do I stream these days? Because I have a schedule, but I do need to update that schedule because a few slots have changed. But I almost stream every day except some random off days. Is it her dad, though? I mean, yeah. No, it has to be, because I've seen them in Greece, too. So either I'm the target or, to deep cover like that, but... Ay. On how to use AT this week for training, what would it take to convince you to swap out the laws for 136s? I mean, if that's what you want, I really don't care. Like, the reason I'm giving you laws is because you have less, like, 3 additional pounds to give yourself, like, 6 or 7 magazines. Because you're going to be fighting an insurgent force that doesn't really have anything super advanced. So if you want to carry heavy AT, fine. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm trying to be nice, but, you do you. Watch this. Ready? Ready? 33.22. Boop. 36.41. Have fun with your 3 extra pounds, aka 3 less pounds of extra equipment you can bring because you're capped at 45. Oh, speaking of which, that makes me, that is one thing I'm going to do, because I think this is also why you're lazy. Thank you for reminding me, Tumble. I was totally going to forget about this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is why you're lazy. I know for a fact. Where is it? You bastards. They have a version of Ace that removes advanced fatigue. Because through Ace Fatigue, you have the weapon sway coefficient, so they have another mod then that completely removes weapon sway, so I can't change it. You win this time. You win this time. Yes, but you're not U.S. Army, Tumbleweed. You're a bunch of chuckle fucks that decide to spend all your money on XM8s and Tiger Stripe. But that's okay. I tried. I mean, Reno. Reno. No, that's composition. There it is. I'm curious, does that actually override? Because it would run mods and then it would run commands on init. So I'm actually curious for the order of operations. Oh, I already told them I'm yanking the tank. Oh, 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 I can add weapon sway back. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. All right. I'm happy with that. Go read the command, buddy. I linked it. Yes, okay. I'm going to be honest with you, and I will fight anyone in your unit about this, but you should never have a tank with an infantry detachment because the tank is just going to overpressure all of the infantry. I said it in my announcement. I don't mind changing it to like an IFV or something to support the infantry more directly, but having a fucking tank is so stupid. Because there's no way you can support the infantry properly with the tank. Unless you literally are given a map where you can go fuck off like a click away and then support from range, but there's no way for them, the infantry, to cover the tank because they get overpressured. And yes, Yasuhiro, you technically could do it that way. Actually, I think there's also something with read and enhance where you can set it. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, yeah, with the... So this is another way you could technically override the stamina, but I think it's infinite stamina by a mod that overrides it anyway, because I believe it's no stamina and then no stamina ace compatibility, which removes that. But I'm pretty sure there's always some other coefficient you can utilize, because it depends on the load order of mission files and what gets loaded first and what's get loaded after the mods, blah blah blah. But if you've done this for long enough, you can figure out how to override anything. That's why some people within the 700th Cadian would get mad when I Zeused, because they'd give me rules, and I go, oh, that's cute. And then I'd find ways around those rules. And then the players would really, really like the ops, because it got around a lot of the silly rules that were placed on them. But they hated me. Oh, their S5 team hated me. And I was a bit of a cocky little shit that didn't really care, but alright. That's enough for me. I'm gonna go mess around. Yeah, Reno bad. This is a tank barrel. It will overpressure the infantry and hurt them, Reno. It will hurt the infantry that are around the tank when it fires. So why would this be with infantry? See, here's the thing, Ghost. The reason I'm taking the tank away is also, I know you mean to use it like that, but the whole reason everyone's lone wolfing is because people keep going to groups like Lightning and the tank and just running off and doing their own thing. So I'm taking all that away to force you all to work together. Because otherwise you're going to keep lone wolfing in the ops and breaking Patchwork's heart. So if you don't like it, not the unit for you, I'm sorry. But he wants me to crack down on it, so I'm cracking down on it. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And we'll be back tomorrow for Friday Night Fights and maybe some early morning dev stuff. Who knows?